right, intro time.
This here, y'all roll out, nigga. Yeah. See this here for the straight baller, nigga. Niggas know how to relax up in here.
All right, folks. We back in the lab. We back in the studio.
Yep.
I'm Rob. He's Rick. What's good?
What's good, go?
Same shit. This is the Captain's Law podcast and YouTube show. We are joined today with the plant god,
Yeah,
Miss Whitney
she
Webb,
stamped that.
owner of Urban Plants, located in Baltimore, Maryland. How you doing?
I'm great. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Very excited to have you on here. Plant God's a strong name, so I'm with it. We with the shits.
Absolutely.
I think it's gonna be a very good conversation. But how are you doing this evening? How's business? How's your family? How's everything?
Everything's awesome. Business, family, my life is changing. It's growing, and it's getting better.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. Tell us what compelled you to want to be a entrepreneur, Black business owner.
Essentially, it was really just to provide better for my family. I wanted another source of income, something that I could have and pass down to my children. Besides just my 9 to 5, I couldn't really give that to them, and that kind of made me sad. I'm like, I want to leave them something. Like, what can I do? And
How many children do you have?
I have 3 boys.
Ooh, all boys.
3
All
boys.
boys.
I got 3 girls. Ooh.
I got
Oh yeah, you have those girls. Yeah, boys are different, and just being a woman and their example of what a woman is and what they see every day. I really want to show them something.
That's what's up.
Very
That's what's
good.
up. Congrats to Strong Mama.
Absolutely. So tell us how you got started. Honestly, I don't think it's enough local plant shops out here.
Agree.
Everybody just going to Safeway to get their flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Home
So
Depot.
tell us about that.
This nigga said
I'm serious.
Safeway.
I
don't go to Safeway. But
I've only seen outside of like being like kind of like downtown.
Yeah.
The only other plant shop I've ever seen that I paid attention to was one on Minnesota Avenue.
Oh yeah, that flower shop.
That's the only one that I was like, damn, that is a flower shop right there. But go ahead, tell us how you got started.
Well, essentially, it was just me having lots of plants at home. As you see in the background, I have plenty of plants in my own home, and I am a member of many plant Facebook groups, like lots of them. And we all share our plants. We're all like bragging, like, hey, look at our new plants that I just got. It was a lot of money. We're, always posting pictures, and people just started asking me to buy my plants. And at first I was offended, like, you want me to sell my plants? And then after a while, you sending them DMs, and after a while, all the DMs are adding up, and I'm like, well, wait, wait a minute. So,
aha moment. Aha.
I was like, wait, aha. Maybe I could sell my plants, So I got on Facebook Marketplace, which is free, a great free resource. I got on the Marketplace, and I just put pictures right here in this living room, pictures of my plants. When I tell you, within a week, I made more money than I made at my job, just selling the plants that I had already in my house. Because I was cloning my plants as well. I also have a greenhouse because I'm obsessed. I got so obsessed with it, I bought a greenhouse. I even had pictures on my Facebook. I kind of got crazy, and I cloned everything. So I had like this access of plants, and selling them kind of did make sense. And I kind of discovered a business. Like, I was sitting on a business right in my living room, and I didn't even realize it.
That's pretty sweet. What's a popular plant?
This money tree.
The money tree?
It's a Chinese lucky money tree. It's for good luck. It's a good luck money tree. People love these. They're small. They are pretty. They purify the air, and they bring you good luck. So these are one of my top sellers.
My wife loves elephant ear plants.
Oh yeah, elephant ears are great. And the awesome thing about elephant ears is if you cut the top off, they grow back every year.
I have 10 bulbs in the closet in cool storage right now that we're getting ready to plant.
Listen, something about those bulbs make plant people go crazy. We're like, do you have any bulbs for sale? It's like, buy them.
Well, I might have to dish off a couple of you, too, because I got 10. I'm not planting all 10 because elephant ear plants get huge. Like the leaves get as big as those lampshades. Like I kid you not.
Damn.
Especially if they're outside.
My wife just like orchids. She like an orchid. You know, the one that got the little metal piece kind of holding it up a little bit. Look, I don't know that. I just know I go in there and be like, man, I got them orchids in there. Yeah, give me the toy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but is this something that you always wanted to do, or you know what I mean? Well, I know you explained that it kind of, you know, it kind of fell in your lap, and then you know you took it to Facebook Marketplace. But is it something that you felt like you always wanted to do, or you had like a different plan?
I really didn't have a plan. I honestly just worked to pay the bills, and I kind of like, you know, went around to different jobs, seeing which ones I liked. Kind of got good at my medical career, advanced really high in my medical career, where I became an auditor, like a job that you just don't quit. You don't quit a job making that kind of money, you know, and finding this coming to me in such of the way that it did, I was motivated just to leave, just to leave. It's hard to sell plants in a cubicle at the hospital. Like, it's really hard.
Yeah,
and in order to grow my business, I had to make a decision.
Seems like it was the right decision.
Oh, it's been amazing. Oh,
I've been seeing it, but trying to get up there, man. It's just, you know, Russia's keeping me busy. So, but I'm coming up there soon. Best believe that, with the wife. So
yeah, bring the family.
Most definitely. So, what do you wish your younger self knew about your current profession right now?
I would say to come into Baltimore early. Back when Baltimore was still, you can get property for $1. Back when you could still get, you know, auction homes for $1,000. The properties are getting really expensive out here. It's almost going up to where DC is, and it's really, you know, unattainable for a lot of people to open businesses when you can't get a space. So I would, you know, just thinking ahead of time about what my future goals would be, and trying to like prepare myself for that.
Now, do you think that the business will be doing as well as it is now if you would have did it earlier? Because, you know, some things just happen the way it does for a reason.
I think plants are a niche, and it's a niche that is currently exploding. Before COVID, plants weren't really accepted or even explored by a lot of people. They wouldn't, you know, they would go get fake plants. Most people wouldn't spend hundreds of dollars in a plant shop before COVID. So it's a little different now. People kind of, you know, gravitated towards it more.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, because as soon as COVID started, I was just like, I need to figure something out to do, right? So me and my daughter, we did like a, you know, daddy-daughter project, and we built some plant-raised garden beds, and we started a garden, and then that went from plant-raised garden beds to galvanized steel, you know, raised beds, to next thing you know, I got every herb in the book. I'm growing cucumbers and peppers and walking like Egyptian walking onion plants, and I had 3 types of mint. I was going hard in the paint, like to the point that I had so much stuff, like I was literally giving it away, and like harvest was going good. I was pickling my own jalapenos, making my own hot sauce. Like it's booming. So like now we're about to buy probably like 4 more flower beds and just expand a little bit more as far as the garden goes, because I use it for the business, but I also use it for the house too. So,
and that's how it really goes. That's exactly how it goes. You start out small, and then you graduate into these bigger projects, and then I just make more money.
Yeah. Pretty much. I hear you, because even just like I'll go to a client's restaurant. I was like, I'll go to a client's house, and I was like, well, these herbs, you know, I actually harvested from my garden. And they're like, what?
They love to hear that shit.
It was like, these are organic
shit. I need all of it.
Right. So, and then like my wife got into house plants too. So then, you know, we had elephant ears and a couple other ones, but you know, I'll tell you one thing, it's a learning process. I can tell you that. Right? It's not if you're not
You
into it.
really have to learn your plants and bond with them and just understand that they're living beings just like us. You have to talk to them. Even your herbs, give them a little pep talk every now and then.
I
Show them
wasn't
a
giving
little
them no pep
love.
talks, but I'll take your advice
Yeah.
on that. Plant
Yeah,
God, I'll
plants,
take your advice
plants
on that.
feel your energy. There's plants called prayer plants, right? And those plants actually fold their leaves together and pray at night.
Mm.
They literally can feel the energy around them. So it's important to definitely love on our plants and to talk to them.
Okay, I'm learning something. I'm learning something. All right, so
We learned this. Okay.
yeah, you learn something
Yeah,
new every
plants
day.
are music.
All right, so if you can go back to your and give your 18-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be?
That there is no such thing as the perfect time. There is no such thing. You just
I
have to
agree.
start. You have to start and work on things as you go. And I remind myself this consistently. I remind anyone around me who's struggling with starting their business. I even say things like even Google changes their logo every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day Google wakes up and they're like, I wasn't really feeling a logo yesterday. Like, let's try something new. Even McDonald's changes their menu and puts things out and takes it back. They're like, nah, we weren't really feeling that. So we have to give ourselves room to make mistakes and room to grow. And just getting started is the important part. Just start.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Listen, this podcast started in the pandemic too, so trust me.
Yeah,
It was just sitting there like, man, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And they're like, bro, just do it. And like, all right,
just do
we're gonna do the
it.
shit.
You
And
can work on the
yeah,
other things later.
yeah. And that's exactly what I did. I mean, at the time when it was just me, it was a lot of trial and error, man. Shit was sounding crazy. Shit was sounding muffled. Started doing video. Just I've enjoyed the journey. I'm enjoying it
It,
now.
Most definitely, most
yeah.
definitely. So, okay, so tell me about the three most influential people in your life and how they impacted you.
I want to say first is my mom because she's a very strong person, but we grew up very underprivileged and we didn't have much. And I just knew that I couldn't. I just couldn't do it for my children. Even me and my children, we had situations where we struggled hard. So I just knew that like I have to do so much more. And even now, my mom started a business. Like we are all seeing the light. Like we got to do more.
Family
To get
corporation.
yeah. There's this guy on like social media named Gary Vee. He's like a short like Jew. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know who Gary Vee is, like Vernon Chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. He be
I love
talking
Gary.
about money and stuff.
I love Gary. That's my best friend. I love Gary.
You keep it 100.
And he keeps it 100. And for me, I'm a Taurus. I'm very like one of those blunt people. Like, don't sugarcoat me. And he's very, very good at not sugarcoating. He's just very much like, get the fuck up and stop being lazy. Like, sometimes I need
Pretty
that.
much.
And he say that shit. Oh, that's like his slogan, bro. Like, just stop being fucking lazy, bro. Like,
Yeah, like, and I love it because sometimes I do feel like I get complacent and I get comfortable. So just having somebody who don't even know me come through on my screen and be like, "Get your lazy ass up."
Sound like me in the morning yelling at the soldiers, get your ass up.
yeah.
Fuck out my
I'm
damn face.
telling you.
Okay. So you
And then
got
the
mom.
third person, yeah, I got mom and,
Who
and
else?
Gary Vee. And then the last one is Minister Farrakhan. And it might sound weird, but I love Farrakhan. I really do. And I'm not Muslim. However, I have been to a few of his. He used to go to the church on Pennsylvania Avenue in Southeast. It's like right on the corner of Branch Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
like
know what you're
Okay.
talking about.
Okay.
yeah, he used to do I don't know if it's called it would be like big concerts almost, but he would just be talking.
Mm.
But anyway, I love him. I love him and I love him. And he motivates me and I love him.
Yeah. So me being in Afghanistan and being around those, Islam a lot, I've gained to, know their culture a lot more than what the stereotypical shit that you see out here in the United States. And I tell you what, those like true Muslims, right, are like some of the most humble people you ever come across. They're so chill, relaxed, so inviting. Like, I didn't know these dudes from shit to shit, right? Language barrier the whole nine, but they accepted me anytime and anywhere, make sure I was fed, make sure that I was good, protecting me, whatever, it was. So I agree with you on that. And I've definitely listened to Minister Farrakhan's quite a few of his his speeches and stuff like that, and I do get that vibe from him too. So that's a good one.
Yeah, he loves us. Like for real.
Okay, so real quick, so what's something about your industry that has surprised you lately?
I'm not really surprised, but you have stores, which we call big box stores, that are like Walmart and Home Depot, Safeway, Lowe's. You have big box stores that are mass cloning certain plants, and they're price gouging. They're pricing them so low that local plant shops couldn't really compete with them.
Is that because they're just like you said, they're cloning and just pushing out the quantity?
Absolutely.
And not the quality?
Absolutely. And that too, that part. So they're having issues where maybe they can grow lots of plants, but maybe they're raggedy. Maybe, they're under.
So how can you tell the difference?
You can just tell just by looking at the plant. And correct me if I'm wrong, Whitney, but like I went to Lowe's today because I was doing some work at the house, and I was looking at see what they come out with like around this time. So for the first time, I seen a pineapple peppermint plant. Never heard of it, never seen it before, right? And it's green, but it has like these white yellowish spots on it. But then the plant was wilted. It was dry, like they're not watering it. You know what I mean? And it's leaning over.
So you saying they just making shit up? That's not even a real plant.
I'm telling you, it's the hybrid shit. It's a lot of hybrid stuff that's out
there. It's plenty of hybrid.
But I'm just saying that in the aspect of like, this plant is fresh. This is a fresh plant, and this is a homegrown or organic. I don't, fresher than this. It's not a clone, whatever you want to call it. How can you tell the difference if they both healthy and they right next to each other?
You can't. Yeah, you can't. So anyone that shops at Home Depot and gets the same plant for $10 that I have for $30, they don't know it's a clone. No one even knows that. That's like insider info I just gave y'all. They don't know them clone plants. Some of them plants they think are being grown on a Home Depot farm somewhere that they don't have. We also use the same vendors. A lot of us are shopping with the same plant vendors that are shipping to all of the nurseries, including me. So sometimes me and Home Depot gets the same plant, and they can sell it for the same price that I probably can't sell it for.
You ever had people like come in and say, do you price match? You got it at Lowe's for $10. It'd be absurd.
That's a good ass question.
Not yet.
Because niggas.
Like, I'm sure one day someone will try it, but
they're gonna come in that motherfucker with a Lowe's sales flyer and shit.
I'm be like, I'm just saying, this is on the paper, $10.
Yeah, not yet. I'm waiting for the day though. I wouldn't put it past anyone.
I don't think they would do that. I think it's a real plant enthusiast. I don't think they're capable of pulling no shit. Well, no.
I never even knew that they were plant vendors, and I never thought about it, right? Because me and my wife, we go to nurseries a lot, but I never knew that they were plant vendors. So you gotta have like a plant, like a business license to buy from these plant vendors or LLC, because with Restaurant Depot, they don't give a fuck who you are. As long as you got an LLC, you can have an LLC for a trucking company, but you can take your ass in the goddamn Restaurant Depot. Is that the same way with plant vendors, or you got to specifically be in that field?
I'm honestly, I wouldn't say I know, because I've only used my plant LLC to even go towards the plant vendor. So I'm not sure, but they do a vetting process. Some of them make you even come there in person before they allow you to be a customer. I've had to go to Miami and meet a plant vendor in person before they were selling me before. So, it's like buying Coke. He made me fly to Miami, come down there and meet his family, and I bought my son. Yeah.
Fucking analogy. She's
serious business.
She's part of the fucking family.
It was I had to come meet the family. He took me on a tour. He took me to the family farm.
That's dope.
Yeah, and then he gave me a hug, and we were good.
Yeah, good
so that's what sealed it. That was like some straight like fucking mafiosa Colombiana type Griselda Blanco shit. Just like they sealed the whole deal with the hug. That's some narco shit.
Yep, gave me a hug. There's some Puerto Ricans. Some Puerto Ricans down Miami. They
Bring it
run the
down.
plant game down there,
We're
man.
good
You know.
now. Bring it down.
Damn,
Bring it
that's
down.
what's up.
Yeah.
More people should do shit like that, because then I feel like that you have like a straight connection of who you getting your product from, and to me that guarantees quality. To me, it does.
Oh, he don't play no games either because he know that now that we know each other, you know, like you said, it's like no games.
Yeah, that's like your representation of his brand, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where you're getting this shit from. That's how I conduct myself. Like, because a lot of people ask me, well, why don't you put, like your mumbo sauce in the grocery store or shit like that? But like, I'm big on quality.
And all these other people who got their shit out before, they're gonna be trying to push your shit in the back or give you this little ass section. It's crazy. I just was in that section in the store the other day, and I was like, God damn, this shit's saturated now, dog. Like, you just be not just
crazy.
talking about mumbo sauce. I mean, I know we kind of off topic, but like it's saturated now. So I get, you know what I'm saying, why, you probably could just say, hey, Safeway, can I just want to sell y'all some of my plants? So what's up? But then you want to have your own shit. So I mean, I get it. I see why you didn't put it in the store.
Yeah.
Understood.
Well, I would love to be in Target. I would love to be in big box stores, but it's a process. I'm currently trying to be in Target. It's a process.
I hope you get in Target.
Yeah, I hope you get in Target.
I love Target, bro. I love Target.
I love Target too, right? But that just goes to show you, Target is awesome. People go to Target and drive past Walmart every time. Like,
yeah, I would definitely go to Target before I go into fucking Walmart, unless it's hunting gear.
That Walmart vibe, it don't be it though. Like, you might not make it up out of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
You ever heard of the website peopleofwalmart.com?
Nope.
You've never heard of it? You've never heard of it? Okay. Homework. So peopleofwalmart.com is a website that is dedicated to all the hood rat, country, hillbilly shit that you will ever see in Walmart. And it is people that's posting pictures of shit that they see in Walmart, right? So I'm gonna show you after the episode.
Okay.
So, but Whitney, that's your homework. But it breaks it down by state. So you can click on Maryland and see the hood ratchery, the bullshit, the country hillbilly shit, the crazy outfits that people that they wear inside these Walmarts. You break it down by states. That shit is hilarious. Don't tell me how I found out about it. Just know it exists.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, as a youngin', about 15 years ago, well, maybe a little longer than that, the best Walmarts to go to was down south. That's because you wasn't really in Walmart to buy shit.
Yeah, those are like Walmart super.
You go to Walmart down south, you go in that thing, try to bag something up. You ain't trying to buy nothing. Once you pass Richmond, that's what Walmart is happy hour, bro. Up here, no, they a little violent up in there. You come up in Target, it's just and they got the little men's section in there. Like,
now, don't get me wrong. Like Target, I do buy their t-shirts in there, and that's what I use for the business.
You buying a Goodfellow?
Yeah, I buy the Goodfellow jumps for the business. So the Captainslog's t-shirts are Goodfellows.
The Goodfellow don't like that, bro.
I go to Target too. So I hope you do get in Target though. That would be what's up.
I hope so. I'm manifesting that.
You're going to be in Target. We're going to speak it into existence.
We're going to hit Target up like, cut the shit, all right? These our folks. So real quick, if you were sitting next to the leading expert in your field, what would you want to ask him or her?
I guess who their plant vendors are. If somebody has better plants than me, I want to know who they get them from.
Yeah, they got to stay on top of the game.
You want the good product.
I mean, I want to expand. Yeah, I want to know who's your supplier. You know, who's the distro.
Are you interested in creating like your own plants, like a hybrid of your own?
Oh, absolutely. One day, if I can get enough money and access to a plant lab where I can do some, because they're doing this in like I don't think you can just do this with just two plants putting them together. You have to actually get in like these plant labs and like play around with them.
So I've seen, and I've done my own research because I was getting into peppers because I was trying to make my own hot sauce. And I've seen how to make hybrid peppers, and they don't do it in the lab. They do that shit right in their garden. So they take the female, and it's somehow that they determine the female part and the male part of the plant, and they put them together. And the dude that like covered them with like aluminum foil and like some other wild crazy shit, and he grew like a ghost pepper Carolina Reaper fucking pepper. He intertwined those two and made like some super fucking hot pepper.
So was it like a different color?
Yeah, it was like different color, different shape, the whole nine.
Interesting.
So that's the I mean, but people do it all the time. Like I was into fish heavy. People were doing hybrid fish. It's hybrid fucking everything out there.
Well, you know where you're at, bro. I honestly think
it's fucking hybrid dogs.
Like when
you
got,
I would love a plant. Right.
Let's have a whole other deep conversation about this cloning and hybrid shit. I think we'd have been ran out. We've been eating clone shit for years at this point. Yeah. But that's a whole nother conversation, though. Trust me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's nothing left that's original, dog. I'm trying to tell you right now. So, do you have any mentors in your industry? And if so,
not in my industry.
No.
Yeah, not in my industry. No, like I don't know anybody that has a plant shop. I don't know anybody that is even selling plants. Like literally, I did this off of my brain. Like even the only people who I know who have plant shops are the ones on Google. I don't personally know them. Like
I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing. You are the first Black plant store owner I've came across that I know. When me and my wife go to these nurseries, it's typically white people.
There's one down the street too. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, you got one over there back there behind on the way to Brad's house.
Oh wow.
And he sells he makes his own jams and everything. I stopped through there too. But every nursery that we've been to, you've never seen a Black owned one. So when I seen that, I was like, oh yeah, that's dope. Because a lot of people are into plants, like especially us, right? No shade to my white friends, but us, like we're into plants. Like think about it. Your grandmama and them had fucking big ass ferns and all types of shit when you was growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I'm not into plants, bro.
Well, I'm not saying you.
I
didn't say everybody, but I'm saying like us as people, we've gotten into plants a lot more. And just like it became a thing, especially during COVID, because they had to do something. I've never seen so many people started getting into plants as much as I did when we started.
Well, you know, I changed I won't say I'm not into it. I would say I'm not educated enough yet on plants. I'll say that. So there probably is a little plant out there about this big somewhere out there waiting for me to put it on my desk somewhere.
As soon as you clean up for springtime, you're gonna be putting your own plants in the front yard.
Hey man, give you a couple drops of water. Hey man.
You gonna put the Bluetooth speaker out there and play backyard for?
We're gonna be sitting there like, man, I keep telling these motherfuckers at work, y'all keep playing with me. The shit just gonna give me a leaf that's gonna go up. That's how I know. That's how I know it's acknowledgement.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, as of right now, what do you think is like your biggest challenge in the industry, or maybe facing in the next 10 years?
That's a hard question because I don't have a mentor, because I don't have anybody giving me guidance in what I'm doing right now, I don't know what my challenges are in the future. It's really hard. I don't even, I'm really taking this every day at a time because I don't even know what I'm doing now. I honestly, I don't have guidance. I don't have anybody I can go to and talk to about how to run this plant shop. There's who, so I am winging this, and I don't really know how the future looks. And for me, I'm just focusing on growing. So maybe challenges could be rent, but I make enough to pay the rent because they're buying the plants. So I'm not sure.
That's a good answer, and the reason why, because that feeds off what we were talking about last week about, because I'm pretty sure I'm not knocking, but I'm pretty sure it's another Black plant owner somewhere in the world, right? Whether it's in the United States or whatever. But we were talking about how people don't share their knowledge, right? And it's a community, and it's not enough networking. But I guarantee you, if networks were established like it should be, right, and doing things as a community, whether it's house plants, gardening, podcast, like whatever it is, and like people actually start working together to help each other grow rather than hating on the next motherfucker because you might think they might outdo you. I mean, shit would be like options would be endless. Your resources would be endless. It's crazy.
And
But
that's
no,
the
I
thing.
agree with you 100%.
And I was going to ask it. I was
That's
just
the
like,
thing.
damn, is there a way to network? But it's not. It's never enough networking, bro. In any
Well,
profession.
let me tell you guys, honestly, I mean, you can see plant shop owners on Instagram. You can find them on Google. But just imagine this. Imagine you sliding in someone's DM and it's like, hey, I'm a new shop owner. Help me with vendors or whatever. You know, who's going to really give you that information for free at that? When
Yeah,
they
because they
spent
charge us for
2
everything.
years making those connections and honing those relationships to just give it to someone in the DM or over a phone call. Like I've tried to even call around. It's people are not just giving up their connects or their like valuable secrets to their secret Krabby Patty formula. They're not just handing it over. They're not.
I wouldn't think it would be that bad. I wouldn't think it would be that bad if this is somebody who don't even live in the same state as you. But then if you say you done went all the way to Florida, you know, to get with somebody, then I mean, I guess
most of us here. Yeah, most of us here in this area, we're going to Florida or Louisiana or California because you can't have plants in Maryland. Nothing grows here. We have to export, import.
You have to go down. It's like
We
to
have
me, Florida is like probably one of the best locations probably to grow stuff because it's just the humidity and stuff.
Shit, man, at the rate we had, there'll be no damn trees. They cutting everything down.
Yeah,
that's
why the deer walking up my street and I ain't got to hunt very far. So
wow,
yeah, like the motherfuckers. I live on a dead end street. The motherfuckers hard to get out guardrail and walk they happy asses right up the middle of the fucking street. And I'm just sitting there like, you lucky my crossbow's in the closet. Because I'll smoke you right now.
Okay.
That's another story.
So tell me, how do you self-educate?
Generally, so prior to opening the shop, I took courses at UDC. Prior to the pandemic, UDC used to have city gardens around the city that the college utilized for the students as well. And they were free city gardens, so we would just give that stuff away when we finished. But we did lots of programs there. I'm continuously educating myself, even if I have to watch a YouTube video if I'm confused, or even if I'm asking other plant care experts, because a lot of my customers are plant care experts. They have more plants than I do sometimes, So even if it's yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with YouTube, all right? That's the only university I know.
Hey, YouTube helped me remodel my fucking house. So, and I did that shit myself. So, shout out to YouTube University. No,
University.
Don't ever be too proud to go to YouTube. Trust me. Ever.
Yeah.
I'm telling people, you check YouTube, like what you mean? YouTube.
Watch a video. Yeah, watch a video for free.
Free video. All you doing? You just giving them a view. Okay.
Well, that's how I got hit with gardening. YouTube videos.
I'm telling you.
All right. So next question. So how do you balance life and work?
So I had to quit my job because I was exhausted trying to balance the business and work and my children. It was, in household, just even trying to cook dinner at night became a hard task to do because I wasn't home. So quitting my job was the first thing. Then hiring some staff. I was running the plant shop by myself. Yeah, outsourcing some of the things I was doing. I ran that plant shop by myself. In the grand opening weekend, I hired about, 3 to 4 people, but they only came in that one time. After that, it was too much for me to handle. There were things I wasn't getting done because I just couldn't. I'm just one person. So I hired 4 people, and it's been a better balance. I'm able to cook dinner, maybe even make breakfast in the morning before school. Like I'm able to pick my kids up.
What's the hours of operation?
We're open from 12 to 7, Thursday through Sundays.
That's what's up. Set your own schedule. That's what I'm talking about.
So what do you think what's your best resource? Like what's been your most influential resource from your career?
I would say the internet and just looking at other plant shops, just kind of modeling what people are already doing. Like I had somebody give me some really good advice when I was trying to start a plant shop and I was still doing this at my house. And she was like, don't reinvent the wheel. Just copy, paste, and click. She's like, why are you trying to like start something from scratch? She was like, there's a million plant shops. Go on their website and see what they do, see their hours, see what they sell. And she was like, just don't make it this hard. And that has really been something that has worked for me. Like, it doesn't have to be that hard. Start off simple and grow from there.
That's what's up.
I'm good to go.
And the thing about it, a lot of people do that. A lot of people don't realize that. So, like for chefs, for example, every fucking chef uses somebody else's recipe, but they add shit to make it their own. They started as a baseline, and then they add their own shit to make it their own. I guarantee you. If you look it up, they changing their own seasoning, or they're adding their own extra shit to it to make it like. I guarantee you, there are 50 different ways to make blackened salmon. I guarantee you. But everybody does it fucking different. So that's definitely a gem that a lot of people don't fucking use, because you got a lot of people that are struggling trying to start their own shit, and they're trying to recreate the wheel, start it from fucking scratch. But all the shit is right there in front of you, right there.
Well, you know,
it's already there. They already take the blueprint out.
Exactly. But you know, when you first come out the gate, you start some shit. The first thing you thinking is, I want my shit to be different. I don't want to be like nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Until you realize, like, you kind of just really making shit harder than it needs to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, not completely copy somebody's shit, but all right, they kind of doing it this way. I can do this, and then just kind of put my little swing on it. You know, then if
you got motherfuckers out here that's doing straight copy and fucking paste now.
Oh, I know it. I know. Listen, look, there's a couple motherfuckers I see. I was like, oh, that's what you're doing now. You wasn't doing that at first. You wasn't doing that. I'd be like, oh, you going live same time? Oh, you think you?
That's shady.
No. Well, look, podcast world is big. Yeah. It's millions and millions of folks, man. So
everybody got to fucking.
You know, I couldn't. I ain't gonna sit here and say I ain't see somebody doing some shit, and I was like, write that shit down. You know what I'm saying? So hey, if it work, it work. I mean, end of the day, if it work, I'll be like, hey man, shout out to Blase Blah and them, man. I was copying y'all shit the whole time. It worked. You know what I mean? But that's okay though.
Cool beans. So what do you think is your most underrated tool, resource, thing that you do for your job? Something that you couldn't do your job successfully without.
The internet, social media for sure, probably. Google for sure, because every time a customer walks in my shop, I ask them how did they find me, and for the most part, it is Instagram, Facebook, or Google. And
you know, the crazy thing for me is a lot of people find my chef stuff on Google. It's not even Instagram. They type in like DMV chefs, Maryland chefs, and like my shit pops up.
It's the hashtags, bro.
Whatever it is, the algorithm or whatever. I didn't, because I've been contacted by Google. I've been contacted by Yelp. They want me to pay a certain amount so my shit become easily searchable. Like, no, I was like, no, I'm good. And they charge a lot of fucking money for that shit. But anyway,
Google charges a lot per call.
And Yelp, they charge a lot too. But it's just like, that's how a lot of people find me. And I was like, okay, well, how do you find me? I'm thinking it's like word of mouth, because that's like the best free resource, right? The promotion. But no, it's fucking Google. I don't know how the fuck it happened. But thank you, Google.
Google will have you at the top of the search engine for some reason. Like, you'll be the first choice sometimes.
Yep. So that's what you're paying for? You paying for to be the first?
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not paying for it.
Oh, but it got to be the hashtags then, bro. They got to be. They say the hashtags is king, man. Even outside of just the social media. Yeah,
I guess.
So, quick question: if you could start another business tomorrow, something different, what would it be?
Maybe start like a real estate company.
Okay.
Real estate is like still one of the best ways to gain wealth in America or any country. So definitely real estate. And I'm an agent as well. So that's like another thing that I do. But on a generational wealth basis, starting a real estate company where all we have is doors. We just have several doors, several properties that we're never selling. We're going to keep them. Like, but I I don't know. I need to get some money.
That's good, man.
So how's the market right now as a realtor?
It's looking crazy.
So it's
Like,
a seller's market.
and be like, if you can be blatantly honest, because I have my opinion on the market right now, but as a realtor, I want to hear from your perspective because it might be different from mine.
From my perspective, it's a pandemic effect to where as though you got people that got PPP loans, they got unemployment, and they were going out buying properties. You got even young people just going out buying properties, and guess what they were doing with them? Airbnb them. So you have now a shortage of real homes for real home buyers because you have plenty of investors that went out and turned those homes into Airbnbs or short-term rentals. So there's a shortage right now. There's a shortage of homes for real home buyers, which is making the price go up. Like there's a short supply. There's not enough homes, but there's a whole lot of buyers. So that means that a house that's 200, we're going in at 220 if you want to get this house. You know, don't play that 201, that 202. I'm not even writing the offer for that. That's silly right now. Don't even play that 5,000 sellers hope. That's silly. We're not going to win.
I was gonna say that too. I feel like a lot of people just buying shit.
Yeah, I didn't think of it from that perspective. I just thought like that. I didn't say so. My perspective is just like it's a seller's market. It's not a buyer's market right now. But I didn't think of the shortages, and now that you mentioned it, like I didn't think about all these motherfuckers getting these PPP loans and all this other shit and flipping shit and turning it to Airbnb because that's the move now. Because a lot of people don't want to fucking pay for hotels.
So many Airbnbs, so many of the homes are just go to Houston or to Dallas or Miami. Have that shit Airbnb. Like how they going to buy a house for a family when everything is fucking Airbnb?
Everything is evolving now, right? So like you ain't got to you can get any fucking car that you want off of fucking Toro. You ain't got to go to fucking Enterprise or fucking Hertz. You can rent somebody's fucking Tesla or Maserati for $100, $200 a fucking day and you Gucci. Yeah.
You got people with money buying the Maseratis, buying the Mustangs, and they're just throwing them all on solo.
But definitely with the house thing, that's just like with Gus. When we went with Gus to look at that house, and we was out further up towards Rundle Mills, house was nice. And the person who got the house didn't even want a home inspection. They're like, "What I got to do to get it? Fuck the home inspection. I want it now." Like that's what you dealing with.
That's what we call a strong offer. No contingencies are looked at as strong offers. Even though it's crazy, that's what sellers, they just want to hurry up and sell their house.
They're trying to sell a house and go on to the next one. I get it. You got to get your money.
I feel like, personally, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like me as a homeowner in PG County, unless I'm moving out of the state, I don't really see the benefit of me selling the house and then moving to another house in PG County.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I don't because you know, if my house cost X, Y, and Z, and 2 years later, another house sold in the neighborhood for $200,000 more, that's just the price right now. So if I leave out of here with extra $200 in my pocket, am I really benefiting from going into another house that's probably going to be similar price or more?
I've known people that have moved to 3 different neighborhoods in Virginia. They bought 3 different houses and moved, and every fucking house is just a little bit more, a little bit. Me, I'm the type of person, like, I'm going to just buy this motherfucker once that's big enough, then I ain't got to do no shit. And then if I do move, I'm going to the fucking country some fucking where, and I'm having me a fucking farm. I'm not about to be doing all that shit. Like, me and my wife, you know, we have a house now, we chilling, but we're going to buy another property that's going to be the forever home, right? But me and my wife haven't used our VA loans yet. So we chilling. There's no rush.
I mean, right now, that VA loan, that thing, like, you come up in there, you're like, VA loan. What you got for me? So, man? But they want them, bro.
Yeah, they want them shit. So real estate question. Do you think it's better to build now or just buy something that's already built?
So let's talk about how the prices aren't going down. Let's talk about once the house sells for a price, that's the price now. Houses ain't never been back down since they've been up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't come in no neighborhood and buy a house for $10,000 or more. They're 200 plus. Like they're not going back down. So it's like when you're waiting, you're playing a waiting game where you're trying to beat the prices, and it's not going to happen. You're not going to beat the prices. So you waiting is just going to have higher property values at that time. right? Like inflation is still happening.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking like waiting a few years is going to get you a cheaper house, it's not. It's going to get you more expensive.
I know it's not going to get me a cheaper house, but I need fucking land. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get a house. I'm not trying to get a house and I can reach out and touch my fucking neighbor. I'm not going to do that. So,
I would definitely look to USDA. They have loans for like rural areas and land as well. But the prices aren't going down though. So I think, sometimes you got to pull the trigger on things, because if we pulled the trigger on Baltimore 10 years ago, I'd have had me a few $1,000 homes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, you got to pull the trigger.
Yeah. No, I get it. We're not waiting. I'm not trying to sit here and wait for a couple years, but we gotta, take care of some family shit first. You know what I mean? With other people that we're responsible for. So after once shit is good, then we're gonna go ahead and bite that. But we're good and comfortable right now. But like I said, it's just like this shit crazy, because I got property in North Carolina too.
Make sure you watch your property too, because we be having squatters. I had a squatter up there.
It ain't nothing down there. It's just 3 acres of woods. It's nothing down there. So
you can have a squatter on that land.
That's fine.
What's a squatter?
Somebody who just lives on your fucking property. So like if you have a empty row house, you'll have motherfuckers living in that motherfucker. They're shitting on the walls and all types of shit.
But that's not the worst part about the squatters. The worst part is that they can go down to the city court's office and file a deed on your home. That's the worst part. That's why we're scared of them. Fuck all them being in the house. They can take possession of your house because they can. They have rights.
Yeah, check on that, cuz.
Bro, there's literally no buildings on this property in North Carolina, and it's in between my mom's sisters. So it's the whole, like, the family owns like this whole road. So it's, I guarantee you there's no squatters. If it is, they're
like
shot.
A mobile home or something.
Nah, they ain't you can't put nothing back there. When I'm telling you it's woods and trees, like I gotta clear everything to even do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's untouched. It's been untouched for 80 or more than like over 100 years, because it's family property. It's family property.
That's wealth. That's generational wealth.
There you go. That's what she was talking
about. It's wealth and land. Why do you think Bill Gates bought on the land? It's wealth and land.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. So push come to shove, when it's time to move to the country, I'm gone. I'm out of there. I'm down there. It's only 4 hours away. 2 easy.
I got you. So is there any other occupation you would like to try? Anything else?
Not really. I think I've spent 30-something years trying different occupations. And, no, I think I found what I really like, and I
found this shit now. I'm gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, we don't really have any more questions for you. Do you have any questions for us?
No, this is your podcast.
You gotta ask at least one.
You gotta ask at least one now.
Okay, well, how long have you guys been doing the podcast?
The podcast turns 2 in the end of June. So 2 years old. It was born in the pandemic. Yeah, it was in labor for a couple of hours, C-section. No epidural, just straight out. You know what I mean? We good to go. It'd be 2 years old this year. Rick, you been what? Couple months?
Yeah, almost 6 months. Coming up on 6 months.
6 months. Fuck. Yeah. So Rick been on with me for about 6 months, but it turns 2 towards the end of June. Right? Well, Father's Day. Yeah, Father's Day is 2 years. That's when I started it.
That's what's up.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's really
so much.
Yeah. Are you guys normally just interviewing people?
No, well, we Rick know a lot of people. So Rick know a lot of people.
Everybody.
So when he came in, I mean, he had
on there.
he had a bunch of people that he knew, and I'm like, shit, bring them on. I mean, I was at a point where I was, I had interviewers coming on, but it was always, this is when I was actually having people coming to the studio, which is in my house. And it was a lot of conflict with the times. We had to keep rescheduling. And, that just got to the point where I'm like, come on, dog. So at least if somebody cancels, we can always go live and it just be me and him. But that's what we do. When it's just me and him talking, we go live. So we said we were going to start going live more, maybe even in between episodes. And when, half the time we ain't really talking about shit, but we just, people just want to see our face. So
I like this. This is nice. I like the setup. I think it's clear. It looks great.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I would love to get to a point to have people up in here, but wife, she like no. To the pandemic, no, this is
even
cool.
If you're doing it like this is cool. Even if you could get on a live and like I don't know how people kind of hop on the live with you and it's like a dual screen thing. You guys seen those?
Well, the way it happens is if we do a live, we would do Instagram and we would do Facebook. We could do YouTube. We can do like 6 different platforms. We could do simulcast. So when like people are commenting, it'll all come up in like a chat box and it'll say Facebook, this person said, YouTube, this person said, Twitch, LinkedIn. Yeah. So you can have it all. You can have it all going at the same time. So we haven't been using the platform that long, so we constantly trying something new, just to make this thing a lot more entertaining and make the bold new graphics and all that. But yeah, we having fun though. We're definitely having fun.
Yeah, and we don't talk about anything specific. We normally talk about shit that's happening around us that affect us. So then shit that might be happening in sports, movies, news, or whatever.
No relationships, no politics.
Yeah, those are the only 2 things.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Gotta draw the line.
Yeah, right. No, because things can get heated, Man.
I mean, it's not even that. It's not even that. I just kind of feel like I don't really I can't relate to a lot of the stuff that's going on. Yeah. And then it's like if I do, I'm not about to put my business out there. You know what I'm saying?
I think people that speak on relationships a lot are talking about shit they done been through or shit they're experiencing, which then you're putting the fucking dirt out. So I'm not doing that.
And they be saying that they be like, bro, just go to therapy. You ain't have to start a podcast. That's what the people be saying. They be like, just go to therapy, bro. Like, who hurt you?
The comments be mean as hell.
Yeah. That's why I be like,
comments go on you.
I be like, come on, bro. Like, you better than this. I know you got something else for me. Come on.
I want to do a podcast, so this is just good motivation. Like, I want to do one from the plant shop, like maybe once a week. And
I was just about to ask you. I was like, when you gonna start a YouTube channel for your
start
for your?
I know. People ask me all the time, and I just
tip of the week showcase a certain plant, man. You
can just go live and just you just kind of pick it up as you go. That's the one thing I will tell you. Like you can try to plan and all that, but plan on just starting that shit and go, and then as you go by, just make the changes because that's a lot of things that other podcasters do is, they want to have this whole diagram. Well, I'm going to start here. I'm going to start making money here and I'm going to get sponsors here. Nah, bro, just
do what you're doing now.
Putting out the content.
Taking that shit one day at a time.
Will come.
Taking that shit one day at a time and as it go.
So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid for your shit to be like unpolished. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I can go back to my episode 3 or 4 and I sound crazy as hell, but I wouldn't delete it.
87, yeah,
it's 87. We on the road to 100.
Yeah, 100 gonna be.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we were absolutely ecstatic, happy, glad to have you on here.
Yeah, most definitely.
Go ahead and let the people know where they can find your social handles, location of your shop, all the good stuff. Whatever else you want people to know.
My shop is located at 2411 Faith Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. We're down in the Canton area of Baltimore, so you guys come down. We're on the waterfront. Also, I can be found on Instagram at urbanplants_Baltimore, on Facebook at Urban Plants Baltimore with no underscore. My email is info@urbanplantsbaltimore. If you guys want to reach out, have any questions, you can set up private plant care lessons. We also offer plant care courses. Our next class is on the 26th, which is next weekend, where we do mimosas and plant care.
Very good.
Sounds interesting.
Pass that info on.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll definitely attach that to the promos and stuff that we push out this week so we can highlight that. So I'll get the information from you after this.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, again.
Wait!
Oh, God. I thought you said you didn't have one.
I lied. I got a dad joke. Why are you not thrilled?
Bro, you just said you didn't have one.
You should be elated that I have a dad joke. You ever heard about the joke involving construction? I'm still working on it.
This is what I got to deal with. She said that.
She was like that bullshit. Hey, look, we're old, right? We have kids. That's my little humor over there. Just let me own it.
Okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all share, subscribe, support. All the handles at the bottom. Captain out.